Okay, hey everyone. Thanks for watching again. This is after we've moved recently, like last weekend, or this is the weekend now. So we moved a couple. We finished moving a couple days ago. This is what I brought. So it's all in one spot. So the whole garden's all in pots. Again, other than the homestead garden, about an hour away. But for my house, what I can do here, local, this is it. So let me just give you a rundown on the soil. Is a peat based, like a pro mix, but then I aged again some compost and biochar. The biochar I got from Build a Soil, and so it was a charged biochar, and they charged it with micronutrients, so like boron, zinc, manganese, copper, stuff like that. They charged that biochar, and then I got the biochar and compost, and I put it together, and then I charged that with a flowering amendment. So 50% biochar, 50% compost, and then when I mix the soil, I put it into like a pro mix type thing at maybe 20, 30%, about 30%. And then I added a good amount of, see if you can see within this one, I added a good amount. Actually, there's one right here of pumice stone to the mix. And so this is what it looks like. I compost some of my hair, as you can see there, because hair is high in nitrogen. I think one that shows it better, is it this one, or did I just top that off? No, I did not. So you can see the roots coming up. To the top. Some ants and such as well. But yeah, you can see the roots coming up. Some of these roots have a good amount of hairs on. Focus. So healthy white roots. This is an overwinter from last year here. It was supposed to be, I believe, a CP115, but it ripened green. Now, I did have it inside, and it didn't have this many peppers at all. So I'm thinking maybe the fact that it didn't really turn the color chocolate might have been because it wasn't getting enough sunlight. So maybe now it'll ripen these pods. I don't want a green pod because I'll just harvest the stuff at the end of the season before I kill off these plants or overwinter them if I want green pods. So this is an Urfa Biber here. I got about 4 or so Urfa Bibers. I'm sorry, this is not an Urfa Biber. This is an Aleppo. This is an Aleppo, not an Urfa Biber. They're both from the same region with similar flavor profiles. Some of these I lost what they are. That's a pod right there. I lost what some of these varieties are. This one is boot, purple boot, pink. It's from Fidus Peppers, but it's podding up too. So let's see. There's one there. I saw some just now with stingers earlier today. You might even see them in the camera, even if I don't. But it's a pot there. This is a black Krim tomato that got dried up before I moved because I didn't want some of the pots to be too. Actually, it was this one that dried up. And there's a black Krim. It's all dried up in the middle. This is another black Krim here. And then this one is, I think this is a BRMX yellow. Podding up as well. So there's one there, one there. They're all over this plant here. This is a black habanero from Refining Fire. Sorry about that. The kids are playing with the dog behind me. So this is a black hob. It's supposed to be profusely, like, it's supposed to be like super vigorous in fruit production. It does seem like that, but that isn't overwinter. I think it's gonna take the cake so far. This is another what I have inside. So this would be, yeah, this is a, actually even more pods, which is weird. It's taken off too. This is a Primo Tally chocolate. If it would focus, yeah. So there's pods on it. It's gonna be a pod there as well. All over. Primo Tally chocolate. This is another, I wanna say Reaper Pink Peach, but I know this is not that variety. These are the boot, like a purple boot pink or something from Faddis. And this one also has, I think, yeah, so some of these are starting to pot up as well. Same thing with this one. This is what looks like another Urfa Bieber in here. So these are some really large pods, like really big pods. I don't know if I can get the leaves out of the way on this here. They're in there. There's 2 or 3 big ones, some smaller ones. This is a Queen of the Night tomato. So it'll have like the real dark with the blush of red when it's ripe, along with another black cob. This is another Urfa Bieber, or maybe it's an Aleppo. I don't know, but it's coming out because I think it was underwatered back at the old place. These are, I have 2 of these flowers, this one here and this one here. Augusta or Augusta, something like that, like Augusta mint flower. I grew from seed, so they're those. This is an overwinter fig. This is another, I think, a BRMX yellow here, but it's always been kind of yellowed and kind of crappy looking. I'm hoping it comes out of that. So I don't know. These are all CP, or no, I'm sorry, these are all chocolate Bootla CS. These are also potting now. Yeah, so there's a pod there. And back there, they're in there. So a chocolate Bootla CS. There's 3 of them here, so I'm just hoping it would just be one huge pepper plant, basically. Another Urfa Bieber with big pods on it here. This is another BRMX yellow, and this is I believe my seed saver, or this might be the one I'm gonna cross with the I want to cross BRMX yellow with the chocolate Primo Tally, because this one also is pretty prolific. Look at all those flower locations, and it grew the fastest too, so it has vigorous growth and tons of flowers. So if these grow like elongated huge pods, I'm definitely going to cross this with my strongest Primo Tally chocolate, because I have 2. I have one in the grow tin inside, and I have one here. This is another cluster of Urfa Biebers. So this is like 3 of the weaker ones that I didn't take out of the original pot, because I took the strongest out first, and then the ones that were left in the pot grew this thing. So if you look down, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them making this up. Looks like one plant, but it's really 5 here. So there'd be a ton of Urfa Biebers there. My son grew like a little, it's a tomato he's growing. The tomatoes are supposedly like this big each. This is another black creme with another, this is a sweet pepper in it. Lysa orange, Lysa or something like that. Leysa, I think, or that's how the spelling goes. This is another, what looks like an Urfa Bieber here, podding up. And then this is a Lysa, like I was just mentioning, also podding up here. So you can see like the shape. Teardrops, the big teardrop shade, it get like this big, like this wide, big wide peppers. This is another BRMX yellow. This one is, I think I mentioned that one already. Let's see. And I think I also mentioned the black habanero. So yeah, this is the garden. I have the 2 inside that I sent a video out on earlier today. One is an Urfa, I'm sorry, one is a Primo Tally chocolate. It was a stronger one. That's a weaker one. The stronger one inside has way more flower sites, way more. But this one, since it had the sunlight directly, it's picking up growth real fast. So I want to actually maybe bring the other one outside. And then inside there's a Pisilla Apesio, some Mexican chili. It's supposed to be really, really rich, really rich in flavor. And it's an elongated chocolate pod. So kind of like the Pisilla Bacchio, which I've grown in the past, which is really flavorful, like really flavorful. This is supposed to, I think, take it a step up. So I'm excited to see what that one tastes like. There's also, I noticed on this plant here specifically, there was some poop. Yeah, you can still see them here. There was a tomato horn, oh yeah, that right there. That's how you can check for tomato hornworms. If you see the poop, and then you just take that straight up, and hopefully, because normally I've never seen them just late. I've never seen just one. Like normally when you find them, unless the wasps get to them. So don't kill off your wasps, because those things are really good predators for these worms. But if the wasps don't get them young enough, they normally travel in like 2 or 3. So the female will lay a few eggs, not just one. So whenever I find them, I never find one. And then 2 days later, I come back and my plant's halfway gone, because they eat fast. I don't see anything, but those things have camouflage though. So anyways, yeah, it's like the second month of the growing season. I'm already at this point. And we had some stuff at the homestead with different soil types, and we don't have vigorous growth like this. This would be double this size if it didn't dry out like it did. Like it dried out real bad, unfortunately. But yeah, that soil, very aerated. I made sure to put in a lot of carbon, so the biochar, and then I loaded the carbon with minerals, because I aged that compost in the garage for like 4 months before I ever used it out in a soil mix. All the micronutrients are added in from Build a Soil, and I actually added more. They got like a big 6 micro nutrient that I add in here and there when I water. I've given them all RO for the most part, all season, or rainwater. So they haven't really gotten a lot of chlorinated water, really. So it's all living soil for the most part. And aside from, I'd say this one here, it's the BRMX yellows that they just seem real fidgety. Like they're yellowed, like all scraggly looking for the most part. The only one that looks good is this one. So I might kill that one off, and this one off. And then this Urfa Biber, even though it has big pods on it, it is also scraggly looking. It has one of the biggest pots. Heck, I might even like take this out, kill it off, take the pods off, and then put that one in its place, because there's a lot more soil for that to work with. Because this one is vigorous, but I just up potted this one like a week ago into this pot, so it doesn't really need anything yet. It'll still grow in this pot for another 3 weeks at least. So that's it.